Thanks, Ron. Well, with that said, Larry, we were talking about before we came on the show, the problem with these high winds and this saturated ground. So this is some, be warned and be aware that this is a possibility.
Yeah, this is something we've seen in many times over the years. We get a period of a lot of rain, the ground gets very soft and saturated. And then we get a very heavy wind event come through. And a lot of trees blow over. They literally pop out of the ground and land on yards, houses, streets. The most dangerous, I think, would be the evergreens. If you've got a very tall pine or some of the very tall arborvitaes, with the saturated soil and a restricted root system, those can easily blow over. Now, a lot of times there's not a lot you can do ahead of time. And in fact, very often, unless you had an inspection by somebody like me previously, we may not even recognize that there is a threat until the tree goes over. So basically, I want people to be aware that this could happen. Definitely don't go out there during the wind, try to upright these trees or start cutting them. I'm on several social media sites where a lot of other arborists talk with each other. And the horror stories we hear about people who try to take care of some of these things themselves and then the tree lands on them or does further damage to the structure of the house. If you do see a tree beginning to pull out of the ground, call a tree company immediately. Let them know that you have an active failure and see if they can come out and at least cut enough of the tree off to make it safer and less likely to fall over. And then we can deal with the remnants of it after the storm event. So
leave it to the pros for that, because it's so dangerous.
That's the thing. It's not that I mean, I don't mind my colleagues making some money, but it's just, I don't want to read about any of my neighbors being hurt trying to take care of this themselves.
Well, and you've shown us in the past some impressive pictures of these trees up out of the ground. And the question remains, once it's over and the storm's over and your tree's lying there, what do you do?
Right, and again, all you can do is clean up. In my experience, I know there's a lot of people who think, well, I can ratchet the tree up and stake it down and maybe it'll regrow roots, and it doesn't work that way. And especially the larger the tree, the more big roots you've lost. And it's not like, taking a piece of a coleus and sticking it in a glass of water and rooting it. Trees don't do that as easily. And so, once you've started a tree failure, really there's not a lot you could do other than removal.
Well, and you've shared that with us in the past, and that's painful for people. They love those big trees, and they love the shade and the softness they give to a house or a curve. So it's hard to say goodbye, but that's why you call the pros.
Exactly. Speaking of which, again, I am in the beginning of my pruning cycle for the winter. If you have ornamental trees or fruit trees, especially smaller ornamental plants, and you need some help with pruning, you want me to teach you to do the pruning so you can do it yourself in the future, give me a call. I'll be glad to either do the work for you or guide you. I've done that both for customers. And it's, like I said, I don't mind you learning how to do it on your own and taking care of your own landscape. That's still the old educator.
I was going to say you're a born teacher, Larry.
I'm a born teacher.
Thank you so much for being with us today.